Let's go.
GM.
Yes, GM. GM. Like, let me see if I have everything. I have my ashtray. I have food. I have something to drink.
You can smoke inside.
Yes, of course.
I'm jealous.
You don't?
I mean, I guess I could, but I don't know. I don't really want my apartment to smell like smoke.
I like actually the smell. For me, it's like yes. For me, if a room smells like cigarettes and coffee, I think it's like a room where people work. I don't know. Maybe it's some childhood thing or so. I don't know. My mom had a store, and in the back of it there was smoke and cigarettes room. And it was like for me, kind of the smoke and cigarette and coffee smell is like that's work. So I
get what you mean, but for me it's more like clubbing. Like for me, the smell of cigarettes is like very clubbing associated.
Well, for me,
but I quit smoking since I came back from Asia. Now I'm sober.
Even though the Asian cigarettes are the best.
They are. I bought. I did bring some. I can show it here. I did bring some 7 stars with me.
They are
definitely the best.
They are. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. First of all, and yeah, like I think actually very bullish. Like I got very lucky. I think since I now managed to get you on stream right after Strat Guy. So
yeah.
I actually like when I asked you, and then like it was I think 1 or 2 days later. Then like you were in Thread Guy, and like the announcement that I thought, okay, I will do it like 1 day before or so. I thought, no, now I got to put the announcement out for it. But yeah, man, like it's all a bit chaotic. I don't even know where to start. But yeah, like maybe we can just like start by introducing each other. Maybe you can start introducing yourself and. Then yeah, we chat about privacy. I think it's a good topic maybe to pick up on Monero again. And then also what I personally always like to talk about, just like cool things in crypto and what we like in crypto. And there's no really an agenda, so we just talk as we want.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So yeah, who is Sokyo?
Who's Sokyo? Yeah, Sokyo is me. I'm a chief intern. Official title at InSilico Terminal, the best trading terminal out there. And basically I run a podcast for the company. I do some blogging. I make content for our features and all of that stuff, and social media and everything that an intern needs to do. And yeah, that's basically it. That's what I do. That's who I am.
Bullish.
Who are you? How do you introduce yourself? What is your introduction?
Oh man, I don't know. I am. I should mute my phone. Sorry. I am Valerio. In general, I think, without going too deep, I think there's like, you can always go very deep with such a question. But in general, I would say I'm a person who tries to not be a mid-curver, but like kind of has it a bit in him. I don't know. Like I do Funny.money, mobile wallet and trading app. That's what I do. And before that, did a lot of different things. I might go down as the biggest fumbler in the crypto history working previously at Pump. Then before that was working on security tooling. Man, my story in crypto goes all the way back to Hyperledger, if you remember that.
No, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it was like a corporate blockchain, like Hyperledger Fabric. No one knows that shit. But yeah, I just randomly got to crypto through friends in a student dorm. And I just actually, very luckily in a retro perspective, I just didn't know what to do and just randomly got in there. And then actually the one friend who introduced me to crypto, do you know Llama Risk, this Curve subDAO?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so there's like this Curve subDAO. It's like like a risk team, like Gauntlet, like in-house Gauntlet for Curve basically. And the guy who was the founder of that just randomly happened to be my flatmate when I was Ersti in university, and
Nice.
just like then got into crypto. This was big accident, and then through that there was also my university like blockchain research facility. Then somehow ended up in there, and then like got into the Ethereum bubble. Did a lot of mid-curving when mid-curving was cool, and then at some point I grew very cynical. I was working on security tooling. I also authored the standard actually on Ethereum, ERC 7265. So proper mid-curve shit. No one knows about it. No one cared for it. But yeah, like that's exactly it. Like you do stuff where you put a lot of energy into it and no one appreciates, and that can make you cynical. And like I had this point, and this for me completely flipped into degeneracy, I would say. I was like, fuck it, I want to do an Olympus fork now. And this was like that. Then just like right place, right time, pump. Then after that, doing airdrop bots. Then not knowing what should I do, I was approached by a lot of different people for launchpads. Also even chains reached out, and I was working with Mantle very closely for a long time. And eventually now doing a mobile app. So that's like my journey with. But like, yeah. That's what I do. At least like for me, it's already, when I introduce myself, I only talk about crypto. I always only talk about crypto. Like in every scenario of life, it's crazy. Actually, do you know? I don't know if it's where you're at as well. Uber Share. Do you have it? Where you based? It's like this new feature that Uber released.
What is that?
Uber Share is basically a car sharing ride. So like, for example, you get a cheaper price to where you want to go when you call an Uber. And then it like basically the car makes a couple like longer ways because it picks up some other people on the way and drops other people on the way. One night I go back, so from city center to, now it's probably muted. I go back from city center to home and grab an Uber. It was like a Friday night or so. And then there was like some 17, 18-year-old kid randomly just going back home from partying. I don't know even why I was in the city, but like I had my backpack with me, my laptop with me, and I started explaining him on the ride back home. Was like a 30-minute ride, like from Warsaw City to the suburbs where I live. Like I put my laptop and I told him like, hey, do you heard of this like meme coins and just like this thing? It's a very big industry, like you would not believe. Explain him, and then like I pull out my man. This kid like must have thought like I'm a very, very weird scammer. Like, and I told him they make over $1 million a day. You don't believe this? I show you here. I pull out Dune in front of him. He just like just a random random kid just was partying with his friends. This industry is had like caused severe mental damage to me, I think. But yeah, all of us, yeah. But yeah, man, that's me, how I would introduce myself more or less. But yeah.
Why is your introduction so long? I feel like mine was too short now.
Yeah, no, okay, go on more.
I mean, I can tell a bit about how I got into crypto, maybe, because
actually,
in Silico Terminal is like my first real job, but I've been in crypto since 2017. I got into it through like Reddit and stuff, and I bought Bitcoin, and I got really into like the narrative of decentralization, and I liked Ethereum and Monero as well back then already. And then everything went up in 2018. Oh no, like it went up until 2018, and then everything crashed. And I was like, yo, this is useless. There's nothing interesting going on. Smart contracts don't do anything. Bitcoin is like way too expensive to transact stuff on it. Like, this is worthless. So I basically became disillusioned. And then all the crypto that I had left, I spent on items that you can acquire with crypto in that time. So I didn't have anything left. And then I was like, I didn't really pay that much attention to it anymore. And in 2020, I think I got a bit into stocks like at the end of 2020 because of like the COVID crash and everything. And then I started seeing like I think I had like Chainlink that I bought for like $100 because in 2017 I was like 18, so I was poor. But I saw Chainlink being shilled on 4chan all the time, and then Chainlink 10x, and I had like $1,000 all of a sudden. Then I cashed it out, and then I got back into it. And like in May 2021, I got like properly back in crypto, and I saw like there's DeFi, there's so much stuff going on. You can do stuff on chain. It's like actually interesting, and I like onboarded a bunch of money, and the day afterwards was like the May crash where it went down 40% again. But that time I just decided like this time I'm just gonna stay. I'm just gonna like stick around. I'm just gonna be on Twitter every day. And then I like lurked for 2 years and started posting in 2023, and eventually got to wherever the fuck I am now. That's like my longer introduction.
That's a cool one. Actually, I think a lot of people got onboarded during COVID, sitting at home, what's going on,
Yeah.
no one knows. And like also, I think we're more or less same age. So yeah, I think like what means our generation, but like this right around DeFi summer generation of onboarding. Yeah, at like many people got. Did you actually like, since you mentioned Reddit, were you in this like GameStop bubble?
I was actually, yeah. Like that was everything I did. Like I did an apprenticeship in 2020, and I was bored at work the whole time because I didn't really like it. It was some office job, and then I was on Reddit the whole day on the Wall Street Bet subreddit. And the thing is, like, people there talk about options all the time, but we don't really have options in Germany, or like a retarded version of it, kind of. So I just like try to like buy some stuff when it looked interesting, or like they did earnings calls or whatever. And people at Wall Street Bets also didn't understand options; they just gambled. So, but sometimes they made like good posts about fundamentals or like market stuff or whatever, and I was learning a bit through that. And then I saw the original post, like the Roaring Kitty or what he's called, like that he made back then when it was like at $10 or something. And they were talking about destroyed squeeze and whatever, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna buy some. And I had previously lost like my grandma gave me like a bit of money, and then I started playing around with like the German version of options, which is like even more complicated and like retarded. And then I lost a bunch of money with that. And through GameStop, I actually made all of that back because I bought in so early, and when it went like to the all-time high, I was like break even, but I didn't sell. And then,
was it back then this like binary options grift that was going on? This like what do you mean? Like with this German version? Because like I remember there was a time where like everyone was advertising binary option trading, whatever. Was it that?
I just used like the thing that they have on Trade Republic. It's called like Optionsscheine. I don't really know. Like it's like different than American options, I think, or it's like not proper options. It works like a little bit different. I don't really know how, but it's just like basically a worse instrument, I think.
Gambling, just like sophisticated gambling. You just don't think you're a gambler of yourself, but that's what's going on. But yeah,
it was gambling. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just like, I'm fine with losing a bit of money. I just want to learn, figure out how all this stuff works and whatever. And yeah.
How actually did you end up then at in Silico? How did that happen?
I've been like a long-term simp of Trip, of Insilico himself. I always really enjoyed his posts. I read a lot of them, and then when I started to properly trade crypto perps more, it was very natural for me to also use the terminal myself. So I was like a long-time user myself, just playing around with everything. I loved it. It's a great product. It's like free and like just good. And like a good thing. And then I was like trying to get into crypto to get a job, and then they posted an ad in their Discord that they were looking for like a support person, and I just applied and got the job, and then everything went from there.
Yeah, that's actually, I think, the best way to find people like from your community. That's a very good hire they made. Very good hire they made. But yeah, where should we go over now to? Man, like I did not prepare anything, not even like a list of bullet points or whatever. I think, man, I don't even know what to talk about.
What do you usually talk about here?
Man, different things. Like so, also like depends a bit on the guest. Oh, sorry. I hope my dog is not too loud. But yeah, different things. Like last week I was talking with Jakub from 1KX Ventures, and we were talking a lot about. So he's very much focused on consumer and like they're investing consumers. So we were talking about consumer narratives, like what he's looking for in founders when they invest and stuff like that. I think it's like my goal mainly with this stream is like, or in general with streams is like, first of all, I want to put myself out. I want to go on streams. I want to talk, and then I want to have good clippable content, and I want to have, and I would just want to like, I think it's a cool way of like connecting with people, or like reaching out to people and saying, hey, I'll do a stream. Let's chat. But like, I would say like for like a high value, what means high value? Clips you can do from everything, but like for like, let's say a coherent, 1 hour podcast where people listening to, you need to, I think, prepare. Actually, probably, you can tell me more about how you do. Actually, that's a good question. How do you prepare for calls? And like, when do you do your content?
What do I do? Like for me, it's a bit more, I have to prepare a bit more because it's like a proper like formatted thing. And I think in a live stream, you can like freestyle a bit. It's like a bit more entertaining and stuff like that. But I try to like make it a bit more serious and content heavy or whatever. And so I just like pick out the guests, and then I think to myself, like I have like some knowledge about the guests because that's why I picked them. I have like some things that I think about them, some preconceived notions or whatever of what I think they're doing and stuff that interests me about them. And most of the time they're just like traders or stuff like that. And then I just go over, like I write down a couple of conversation topics. I don't really want to like script everything or whatever, but I just like to have some orientation so that it's not like we don't know what to talk about anymore at some point. And mostly I just start like introducing people, and then how did they get into crypto, how did they get into trading, and then it just like goes from there about maybe a bit more into specifically what they are doing, what kind of trading they're doing, how they view the market, what kind of lessons they learned, what mistakes they made, and what really helped them to become the person who they are now. Because I think the most interesting thing to learn about people or traders, or just people in crypto in general, is why they are the way they are. Like, why do they think the way they do? If they're successful, then there are some valuable lessons in the things that they did before that led them to be where they are now. And I think that is like the interesting part, and that's what I'm trying to like get at with the podcast.
Man, it's actually a very thoughtful approach. I should have approached it more like this as well. Like actually think about. Actually, out of this, probably will be a good clip. I will watch it, and like next time I will prepare more.
I mean, what is there going on in crypto right now? What can we talk about? What is there like interesting stuff that's happening?
Right now, actually, one question that came up to me about when you said like traders is like, I mean, by the nature of like in Silicon and everything, you have like to do a lot with traders, I guess. But like for me, like I'm like kind of in between 1,000 different bubbles. I feel like I'm neither like really in the trader bubble. I'm neither really in the trenches bubble. I'm neither really in the like consumer crypto bubble, like in the whatever this like forecaster hippie bubble. Like there's like in the mental, like there's like I'm kind of in a subset of like 10 different bubbles, and like sometimes I feel like I miss the in-depth view on some bubbles. Actually, I would love to hear about like trader demographics, those people. And since you just said like, and since you interviewed a couple of people, how did they come about into crypto? How did what's actually motivating them? And also like since like I feel like especially with you do a desktop product, I do a mobile product, and like for me the thing is like, okay, I would probably never go after sophisticated traders, but like how would I at least get them to, or like this is like questions I have not on a daily basis, but like ask myself from time to time, how would I get people motivated to be more on mobile? At least like this is a question like this comes up to me a lot. So maybe let's start like actually talk about trade. I would love you to give a bit lore about traders in Silico and what brings them on, and like what's your community like?
from the people that I've talked to so far, I would say, like for me, I didn't really approach it in a trading way when I got into crypto. I didn't approach it in a way to, I mean, of course, also to make money, but I was mainly interested in the technology, and I didn't really know anything about financial markets or trading back then. So that was like my main focus. But I feel like many people, many traders got into it like quite early, or like were into it more for the money aspect or the trading aspect. And one thing that is very common is like they either have like a video game background, like Counter-Strike, or for example, I played a lot of League of Legends, or they've been into like poker and stuff like that. Like they have some gaming or even like sports or stuff like that, like some competitive thing that they have like done in the past, where they have like learned lessons from that made them successful traders now. I feel like that has been like a very common thing. And then from like the demographics, what kind of people they are, I would say, I mean, like the people that really like trade take it very seriously. It's probably like a really big part of their life. Like trading, the way it is portrayed right now in mainstream media, is like a bit of a, lifestyle thing, and you can make money easily, and then you can just like sit on the pool and then do a trade from your laptop once a day, and then you can just like chill for the rest of the time. But I would say most serious traders or successful traders on Twitter, and also in Silico users, really like live trading as a lifestyle. Like it's really like a huge part of their day, and they spend most of their time on trading and refining their stuff and all of that.
Actually, for that, you then really have probably the perfect product, because you, like, let them connect their sex accounts or even Hyperliquid, and then, they, or like, I feel like when I think of InSilico, and to be honest, I'm not really an InSilico user, because I'm not a sophisticated trader, but like, I feel like where people who take it to the next level, they then go, okay, now like I want that, like, I want to connect my 3 sex accounts to one interface, and I don't know, like maybe they feel like, okay, that's the next step down the rabbit hole. I got stuck on Bybit and Hyperliquid, then go beyond there. But
I mean, it's kind of like a thing where if you are, it's not just a product for sophisticated people. Like if you're more of a beginner or intermediate, you can also use the terminal, because it's just like a good product. It may be a bit like overwhelming at first if you don't know everything, but it's the thing is like why people use it is because if you only use the sex interface, it kind of sucks. Like the experience isn't that great. And then we have like advanced order types, and then you can save fees and stuff like that. And if you trade a lot over time, stuff like this really starts to matter, because most retail people, they aren't even aware of fees. They pay like 5% on Phantom or whatever for every single thing. But if you trade a lot, and stuff like this really starts to matter.
Yeah, no, that's true. But yeah, what should we jump in next to, man? That the check mark on this topic. Tell me about League of Legends.
Have you ever played?
No, but I'm aware of it. But like I'm just like a FIFA guy. Like play a bit FIFA and a bit Call of Duty, and never, like, man. Maybe you know this. Like, do you know Metin?
Yes, because like some of my friends have played it.
Still, or like back in the day?
No,
because,
but like back in the day, like they told me about it, but they told me like it's a great game and whatever. But I don't know what it is, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like kind of when I think of League of Legends, I think of like, this game, like of course, like more of like PC game, and then maybe people went from there to League of Legends. I don't know, but yeah, I'm mostly I like actually story games. So just like story mode, Call of Duty and FIFA. Very.
I played a lot of career mode. I not right now so much, but like the last couple of FIFAs, I really played a lot of career mode. I quite enjoy that.
Yeah, that's
I don't really like Ultimate Team or anything like that. The thing is, like, I don't understand how people can play FIFA as a competitive game, because I feel like that's just like mental illness. I get it how you can play like League or CS or whatever, but I feel like FIFA involves so much luck that's why it's like so frustrating. It's kind of a meme that people like go crazy when playing FIFA, but it is because you can do like the same thing twice and the outcome is like different, and that's just so annoying if you're trying to play competitive.
That's true. Actually, my brother has been like, I mean, he has not been playing competitive, but like he has been very much grinding Ultimate Team. And I remember one time I was just like doing this quick sales to on his account to just like, I thought, oh, Platinum, Messi, whatever. I didn't know what I'm doing. And he went into depression from that, actually. So it was he was like lost with his life. He like every day just like playing school and this. But yeah. Man, I'm totally in ADHD mode today, so like it's hard to have a coherent conversation with me. But what should I jump into next? Maybe the like Monero. Oh, this will be good clips here. Monero, and actually, I also noticed that because like I have like the situation where like I am prescribed an Adderall, but like for me to get Adderall, I need to go to Germany, and it's like then I was like looking in those like options where Monero is like Monero turns into a utility coin, and.
Wait, do we have Adderall in Germany, or do you mean like the German version? It's called different.
I mean, I just like use always Adderall as like the synonymous word for everything, like ADHD medication.
Okay.
But like like for me that's like Elvanse, which is I think Elvanse is like the Adderall, and then Attentin, which like is very good. Like this is the best of all, and then there is Medicaid, but this is like it's quite lame. But yeah. There's like a lot of like utility platforms for Monero, and I think and actually that surprises me actually a lot. That like okay, Zcash is obviously a narrative play. I mean, it makes sense and like you could argue technologically, okay. And even now, ThreadGuy managed to get like a Monero maxi after you on the stream. And he even like confirmed that, but I feel like if you're not on like crypto Twitter, what have you to do really much with Zcash? How like did Zcash really enter your life? So when it then comes like to like because like always the dream is like sell it to sell, make the narrative bigger and sell it to other people. But like then when you think about it, Monero already has a very big utility to some extent. So
I always wonder like how many of the people shilling Zcash have ever like made a transaction on it.
Very few, I think. Probably 99%.
Like, how many people are being like, yeah, it's a better privacy coin, it has this technology and ZK whatever and privacy and all of that. Like no one uses it. It's great when the price goes up. I've traded it, I've longed it, but it's like, what is the point?
I agree. Actually, I remember it like a couple months ago when like I saw it on Gainsey stream and then thought, okay, I want to buy it. It was actually big of an effort to buy it because not many exchanges have it, and like this, it was a whole struggle to get Zcash. But now, like I feel okay. It has nothing to do with privacy for Zcash having a listing on Hyperliquid, for it to getting listed on those different exchanges, having even perps markets now. I don't know. Don't really see the case there neither.
I mean, Monero is very. That's like one of the arguments that you can make is like that Zcash is easier accessible because Monero is delisted on most exchanges. But that kind of proves the point and the narrative of Monero because it's like an actual threat, or like at least they take it serious enough to like the governments do something against it, whatever they can do, to not make it so easily accessible to people because you can actually do private transactions with that, and those are mostly used for, or not mostly, maybe I don't know, but like they can be used for criminal purposes, and governments want you to stop doing that. But no one is stopping you from using Zcash because no one uses it for anything.
That's actually a good point. It's and this will be a great clip. But yeah, Good check mark. Next topic, man. Man, like I don't know.
my clips went kind of hard from the thread guy one. Like people posted them and whatever. I didn't really expect that, but apparently,
yeah, like this clipping thing.
Crazy opinion or whatever. I think it's just common knowledge or like common sense.
No, but like I think it was just like also like. Thread guy maybe tried to make it like kind of spicy, or like try to get like a spicy conversation around it. Like he should Zcash for so long that like, okay, now let's find someone to talk shit on Zcash. That would like probably.
Yeah, it's a good approach.
Yeah, and also I think it balances maybe a bit more, like maybe a stream like being less opinionated.
Yeah.
What else, man? What's another good topic? Man, bad prepared.
Yeah, something like about Monad or Mega ETH or anything like that. I feel like that's quite popular right now.
Yeah, Monad. Actually, I'm more bullish on Mega ETH than on Monad. In like, even though like I'm like thinking like, or like I'm planning like my go to market slightly also around Monad. We like collab with Wasi. Actually, just before the stream, I had a call with them, and like in a couple of weeks there should be something cool coming out before the mainnet. So like because they do this NFT collection on Monad, and actually I'm afraid that like. It could go either way, because now I think with Coinbase doing this Monad sale and doing the first ever token sale they do, because I think Monad just didn't find any other markets to tap into to upsell even higher, so they had to go they had to go for the ultimate grip. I mean, like the valuation.
I just want to preface this by showing my gratitude and being grateful for my 3% airdrop allocation, and I'm not going to sell it on day one. And I love Monad and the team and the Mega ETH team and everything, and I'm grateful for all the money, and I'm gonna use it and transact on the networks and shit. I think it's kind of retarded that we have like started to fucking connect Twitter accounts to like your allocations and airdrops, when back then they just like gave you money into the wallet how it should be. And now it's like, I mean, it's understandable that they don't want people publicly shitting on it and being like, yo, I'm just gonna dump it and whatever. But it's also kind of like a thought police thing where it's like, I got some allocation now, I can't say anything negative about it anymore because otherwise they might take it away and blah blah blah. Like, what is the point of that, you know? And I feel like obviously I'm grateful for getting free money and shit, and it's nice and whatever. But it's also, what is it like? Why would I would never buy Monad? You know, what is the point of me buying Monad? I don't want to use the chain. I don't really understand what the point of the chain is, and like it's like an incentive to use it, because otherwise there's like the experience will be shit. There will be no products and whatever. Maybe your product will succeed. I don't know, but it's like I don't really
anyway.
Really
it's like
the point of all that stuff.
Me neither. Also, like I mean, my Monad allocation was pretty small. Look, actually, I get like $300 worth of Monad, like, and I am shitting, man. Like, we're so ungrateful, man. Imagine another world, another industry. You like so people.
No, I'm actually, I've been like a vocal hater of Monad for a long time, and then they gave me one of the cards, and they made my character black. On the like they took my schizo poster and made like a it kind of looks like a League of Legends character a bit, like, and they made him black and called me like Mona Hayer or some shit. I don't know.
I actually was very funny. I didn't get eligible for my Twitter account. I didn't get eligible for wallets. I got eligible for my email address, for whatever reason. I don't know. Yes, I don't know why. Maybe because I used that email address for a Luma link or some event, or maybe I actually had like 2 calls with Monad, so maybe I don't know, they have my email address. I don't know. But there was, and I was like thinking like, yeah, why not? Let's just like check my email address, like, and then I see I got eligible for that. I did not expect that at all. So yeah, that was funny, but. Maybe I would have been like eligible for other things, but I didn't like. It's also like an effort to check. I don't know. yeah, like thanks for $300 at least worth at this point, and we'll see.
I just have a bit of a grudge against the Monad community because like I once went to an event and the people there were like extremely delusional, you know, like they kind of like, I just went there and I was like joking about when do we get the airdrop, how can I sell it, blah blah blah, because that's kind of like the whole point. And they looked at me weird and were like, yo, what? And then I like publicly posted about Monad once, and then there's like 5 accounts in my DMs saying like, because like the Paradigm guy said the Monad testnet is the most fun I've had in crypto in a while, and I quoted it and I said, how the fuck can a testnet be fun? And then 5,000 people were like, yo, you just try it, I'm gonna send you some, please change your mind, blah blah. Like it's like a cult of people like they have 10,000 people in their Discord and Telegram channel or whatever that have like farmed it forever, getting nothing now because the team gets 90%, but they're all still in like this cool mindset and whatever. I don't know, it's just like it's gonna, like, the token is gonna go to zero because they give so much to team and VCs and whatever. That's like normal, but maybe the chain does something or whatever, I don't know. But it's just the community always really just annoyed me a bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just be a bit more normal.
It has been, yeah. But like, I feel like this is the problem with all new chains at this point. But like, to be fair, I remember I was shitting on Solana when everyone in the Ethereum bubble thought like, oh, we're better than them. Like when like there was like this 2022, 2023 arrogance that everyone had in the Ethereum bubble.
Yeah.
Remember those days as well. So there's always,
maybe
like,
I'm wrong.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
The market will decide for me. Like
the market will decide. It's like, but yeah, like at least we're exposed with free money. So that's the hedge. But yeah, actually, what do you think of Mega Eve? Like similar opinion or?
I have like I have heard a lot of good things about Mega Eve. Like I just saw Sylv commenting, Sokyo, keep talking, I'm almost finished. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, anyway, Mega Eve, I don't really know. I think it's like an L2. It's like supposed to be very fast. I don't really understand if it's gonna be good when it's live and whatever, but Kobe is kind of like backing it, and some smart people and people that I think are whatever. So maybe it does something. It's like a bit newer tech. I don't really know. It seems a bit, the vibe seems better to me than Monad at least. And I have the NFT, and I got some little bit crumb allocation from the public sale. So I hope it goes up.
Like one thing I don't like, or like, this is like a thing in general in crypto where like everyone plays this mystery, and it's like you don't know what's going on. You hear this mega mafia, you hear those projects, and like you then get this like cryptic tweets of them, and like you don't know what they actually have been working on for an entire year, and then the euphoria, but then there's like those, and then like I feel like, okay, you have like good hype and everything, but it's like all this mystery, and if you're not in the cabal, you're just like, looking from the outside on a like, we're the cool kids, you're not part of us, but like, at least you talk about us. And I feel like the thing is, when I see that, like, I always feel like like this German saying, Hochmut kommt vor dem Fall. I don't know how to say in English. It's like, I feel like, okay, you think you're the shit, you're a good chain, you have a good ecosystem built up, and then like but you have like all those products that like are just built around, and like all those teams that like everything they are that ever made them bullish is just like by being mysterious. And then like eventually you need to pull out something, and then like the thing is like it's very hard then to like fulfill the expectations, and you just put yourself in a very miserable spot because you now reach the point where it just makes for you the most sense like to be forever pre-product and like just like make a eye emoji tweet. And
I mean, why is Monad only launching now? You know, like it could have been done so much sooner. And like the whole thing about chains is kind of like, what kind of innovation and technology are they going to bring? Because we know like the scalability trilemma and all of that stuff, like, has that much really changed about things like that? You know, it's like, okay, maybe it's not even live, you know, and then they're saying like it's faster or whatever. It's like 2017 talk or something like that, you know, like everyone can have 10 billion transactions on a testnet for everything. There's like not like that's been done 10 years ago. What is it gonna do now?
I rather see those stories like Solana actually, where everyone was shitting on them, and like, you know, the struggle, because the struggle forms people. It sets a solid foundation.
Yeah.
Let the chain even like crash a couple more times. You know, actually have a live chain be crashing, have other people shitting on you, but like it on the one side, I would say builds like stronger. You know, like it like connects the team to like be stronger on a mission. It like builds character, and like, you know, you actually, when you come out on the other end, which like is also not easy, but then you come out and like it's hard then to take you away. And like now, like for example, like Euphoria, or I mean, I don't want to shit. Like I mean, we're just shitting on people, but like fuck it. But like for example, they have like this big race. Then they have like basically, I think, a cool gimmicky product. This like, you know, tap trades, gambling, and then they had like everything that they had like for more than a year or like almost a year was like, you know, a couple of people have seen the demo and like there was some screen recordings of it, and the rest is like mystery. I don't know even if they're like live now or like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going on now with that. Then like the thing is, you build up so much expectation for a product that is like I think cool, but like whereas like, you know, you raise 7.5 million. You know, for a tap to trade product, which I think is cool. Maybe it will completely take over. But like now you like set the bar so high, and like I personally had this problem where what means had this problem, and like obviously like on a much smaller scale. Like I mean, like many people who have not been in the like, you know, coming from the Bybit mental bubble, like maybe never heard of it, but like I've been like doing stuff on mental, and like everything was so hyped up around it that like I had to launch into a very big expectation, and then like, you know, what do you expect of a launch pad on mental? Like, you know, that's like, and then you know, like it's impossible then to fulfill those expectations, and like, yeah, that's then like kind of like the problem, and like where like I just see like, okay, there's definitely struggle in this. Like when I see this mystery, when I see this like eye emoji tweets and like, you know, playing the mystery and like pre-product game, I see like I mean, of course you can VC LARP the game, play the game and everything. The people who like the Mona team, they will all make money of it, obviously. But like, you know, it's like.
But that's kind of the thing, you know, because like who other than people that are incentivized to like, you kind of have to remember it's not technology that they're doing, but it's kind of like just sales and marketing of like all this mystery and whatever. And it's like who that's not incentivized to talk good about it is going to talk good about it, because if there's like a product, you know, if there's anything, the use case should kind of be like obvious, that like it should make sense why it exists or something like that at least. And it shouldn't be on me as a user to figure out what it's even supposed to do in the first place. Because how does that make sense? Like if you look at the terminal, the use case is pretty obvious. Like it's just a thing. It works. It does its use case. It's not going to make you rich. It's not going to promise you to give you a giga airdrop and whatever. It just does what it's supposed to do, and that's what makes it good. And that's why I like using it, and that's why I like working for it and shilling it, because I don't have to feel like I'm just shilling someone trash that like I just want someone to buy higher than I bought for, which most of the stuff is like.
That's true. Actually, I see this right now. Actually, with I mean, not like you would in Silico as a terminal, but like perps platforms. Like, man, like everybody is like just using it to farm it. What's like that? And that's again the next thing. Like, you know, you set expectations that you now need to fulfill, and like it will eventually flip. Or you're a pump fan, and like you have like actually, you know, build a product that people want to use, and like have like build up this. And now, like, you know, when Elon goes Zoom mode, like, you know, people just want to use it. That doesn't matter. So, but like, you know, if the entire purpose was like, you know, this like mystery and maybe and future promise, yeah, good luck. Like at some point, maybe you find, you know, your OTC grift out of it along the way, as like, you know, the team or so. I don't know how to do it, but
I would love for them to prove me wrong. I would love for there to be more innovation in crypto, to bring the space forward, to do stuff and whatever. But it's just, I think many people, or most of the participants in crypto are just like very incentivized for their own gain to do whatever they're doing, and don't really want to innovate or do anything or whatever, and just say stuff and make money off that, which is fine. But like, you know, just take your money. And then like I really dislike that many people are kind of like in this world savior mode where they're like, yeah, what I'm doing is so good and I'm making money for people and I'm doing this and that. Like, do your stuff, say whatever you need to say, make your money, and then just like shut the fuck up.
At least it's honest. At least that's honest.
Yeah.
That's
it's part of the game, you know.
Making money, yeah, obviously. And like at least being like clear on where it's coming from, or what's like, you know, how you capture your value. Also, actually, one thing that, like, since we touched on that, also I don't want to hold you on for ages here on the stream. But like one thing I would really wanted to touch on is two things actually. Actually, let's start with first, and then after that we'll get into other narratives. Where do you think? You know, now it's like November 2025. We're gonna, like, historically end of the years get a bit quieter, and then December, January, February, I feel like get a bit quieter. Where do you see things like, you know, new narratives coming? What do you see things develop into? What are you excited for actually? What like keeps you going on Twitter? And like, what do you hope to see on your timeline?
That's a very good question. It's like crypto wise, like development wise, or new products, I'm not really sure. I guess prediction markets are quite a huge thing right now, and I think that is kind of exciting. There's like room to grow and like do stuff, and it's just like a real world use case. People outside of crypto can use it. But apart from that, yeah, I guess new perp dexes and like more hyperliquid innovation, whatever they are gonna do.
For new perp dexes, I was thinking higher of you.
No, it depends. Like some of them are like lighter is an interesting product, I would say. I'm not gonna like shill it or anything, and I would like them to give me more points. But it's like if you trade a lot, it's a nice experience that they have like 0 fees and you farm points, and the UX is obviously terrible for me as like a terminal maxi, because I hate the exchange UXs and stuff. But for example, Extended also is doing multi-asset margin, which is also very interesting. And I think there's like some space for innovation where it's like just how back then there was maybe only one centralized exchange when there was only BitMEX for perp days or whatever. There can also be multiple decentralized exchanges as they take more market share from centralized ones.
Yes,
I think that there's like some potential there.
That's actually a good take. It fits into, you know, the less centralized. And lastly, or actually one thing, and then we can also talk about things that you maybe want to talk about, or like ask me. What's your take on like mobile and crypto going mobile as a narrative, and mobile products? I mean, there has been recently a lot of people talk about FOMO recently, and there has been Share.xyz, and like being the form factor mobile, which is great. This has been like for me, when I was thinking, I'm starting from a blank canvas. Like, you know, what do I do? Funny money from scratch. When I rethink it from scratch, what do I want to invest my time in, and what do I want to build? I felt like mobile, no one, like, how come everyone has a phone and no one trades on mobile or uses mobile? And while everything else we do on mobile, maybe your thoughts on it would be interesting.
What is FOMO? I've like read about it, but I don't know. Like, it's some hyperliquid thing, right?
No, actually not. But there is also like a very popular Hyperliquid mobile front end, Liquid. Man, I don't know why why I'm shilling other mobile products on my stream, but yeah, like Liquid is like Hyperliquid mobile app. And
yeah, I know Liquid. I've tried that one. I've like tried all the because I looked once at like the builder code people that use builder codes apart from us, and then I was like, because I wanted to see a bit where we could gain some more market share or whatever, for example. And like most of the like Phantom makes the most money, and that's like not really something that we're competing with in any way or whatever. But like most of the other apps are mobile apps, and we have like a mobile experience, but it's not really like up to par with what you would like to see as a mobile user. Or it's like
really, but would you say mobile apps really have that much market dominance when it comes to Hyperliquid builders?
Not dominance, but like most of the like there's like wallets like Phantom and MetaMask, and then there's like some other products that are basically just reskins of the Hyperliquid front end, but they give you rebates and airdrop promises. So there's incentives to use it, but they don't really offer anything better experience-wise. And then the rest is just mobile apps. And all of these products, like we have the lowest fee that you can have, like 1 basis point, and all of these are charged more like 5 or something like that, which is quite a lot, but they get away with it because the people are more, like mobile users are more forgiving, and also because they all give incentives back. Like they all do like rebates, airdrop promises and stuff like that, and they don't really have, I mean, I guess if you use Liquid, it's probably better than if you use the Hyperliquid mobile stuff itself on your phone. But it's not really that. I'm not sure if it's like I don't know how much I take, like 4 basis points or whatever. If it's like that worth if you're like a serious trader, because 4 basis points is a lot.
That makes sense. Yeah. No, 4 basis points is a lot. For especially I don't know if 4 basis points is a lot on mobile though.
Yeah, maybe not. I mean, if people pay it, then it's not a lot. You know, like people pay a lot more basis points for like Solana trading shit and whatever. So if people pay it, then it's like a fair thing to do. But I think mobile is definitely an area that we could improve on, even if it's just to, like, obviously the way that people trade on desktop can't be really replicated on mobile, like for our stuff.
Actually, where I see this things going is like, why not like have a mobile companion? You know, like at least manage positions. Like even though
no, you can already do that. Like we have like a I don't know what it's called actually. Like where you can like, what is the name of that? Where you can like take the thing out of your browser and then like put a bookmark or whatever on your screen, so you can like access it easier. I don't know what that's called. It's like not the best thing to do, but like you can check your positions and you can also trade from the mobile thing. But I think mobile is definitely an area where we can put some more effort and more development into, and like make a nicer mobile experience that won't ever obviously be on par with the desktop one, but still like good enough to check your positions while you're outside or just like doing anything. Or because that's also something that I would like to do. You know, if I'm like I'm not always at my desk, and sometimes you just want to see your positions, and then it's nice because you have all your exchanges and all your keys, and you can just like check everything at once. You don't to open 10 different apps or whatever.
Yeah. And like notifications, maybe like this is also like the big retention game with mobile is like notification. That's like how like the I see Liquid every day, I see FOMO every day because like this notifications go on my home screen.
Yeah.
And also like I think especially for the gamblers who really like play with 10x leverage and like anyway are glued to the charts the whole day, they maybe will check anyway on a mobile. So it might as well be something to do in silico. But yeah, that's actually a good.
What are you like? How is your product doing right now? What is your developmental stage? What exactly are you trying to build? I want to know a bit more about that.
Like we really focus on onboarding speed. So I don't want to really compete on like a set of features and tell you, okay, you can trade perps and 10x long, whatever. Like, I think this is all secondary. For me, it was like a thing, like I exclusively forced myself to use mobile for a bit. And like, maybe it's just me, but like I always like abort the onboarding process. Like, when like I never deposited money into Moonshot because like they tell you Google Pay, but then the MoonPay pop-up comes and they tell me to register and whatever, and I just give up. And then like at some point I feel like there's a huge value leakage in exactly this point where like when I just get money into the account or like in the app, then like, and wallets are a very sticky product because how often do you rotate your wallets? Or like it's an effort to like say I'm going from MetaMask to Rabbit, like. So like I was thinking, hey, maybe I can build a product that has some moat if like I make it like like a fast, high dopamine experience to just go fast onboard it, and achieving that like we have passkey only signing in. So you don't sign in with, maybe actually Gmail sign is not that bad neither. It's mostly like the on-ramping, which is sucking everywhere. And but like we are passkey only, kind of like Infinex, but on mobile. And we use like a payment processing provider to like directly have native Apple Pay into coins. So that's really what I focus on first and foremost. It's just like the main KPI is like going from like you open the app to like you have bought an asset, and like how long did that take? And that's like the main KPI we focus on. So like I could now go on and like say, oh, like we have nice looking charts and we have like, you can trade perps or whatever, but like that's like all secondary. Like the main focus is, and we also like not really have even like native markets. So we just aggregate, like use DEX aggregator under the hood and just like try to make it as fast as possible. So like right now, what we will launch with in like a couple of weeks, hopefully, like we will roll out in a more controlled access-only environment, will be you log in very fast, you can Apple Pay into tokens, and you will be able to buy and sell. And that's it, like, and on a very cool UI. Later on, because I think notifications play a big role for retention and like for, keeping people incentivized to like, check in. It's like, aggregating social graphs. So FOMO is very interesting there. KOL scan is very interesting there. And like then eventually look into things like copy trading. But like, like I'm not a big team. So I'm looking, okay, what's like, steps at a time that I can do, and like go live with buy, sell, and, on ramp very fast. Then look into, then also like, get user feedback. Look into copy trading is interesting, and like the social graphs, like FOMO has it now, and aggregating them would be very interesting, because if you get a notification, like Frank D. God's bought this coin, and you could very very quickly now like ape in, like it's more of a convenience thing that I want to go after rather than like a sophisticated trading thing, and like keep people incentivized like that. Get notifications. Hopefully, be the place when you just casually on your phone check prices or so, that you do it on funny money. That's like what I'm going for. Yeah.
Well, so it's basically, it would also act kind of as your wallet.
Yes, I mean, it's technically a wallet. It's technically a wallet, but I mean, it's. I don't think it's like going to compare to like this is not like a multi-sig like where you control your company treasury on or so. That like I don't see myself going there. But like anything you would like, or anything you would hold comfortably on like an app like Robinhood should be also an amount that you feel comfortable holding on funny money. That's like basically that type of wallet. It's not going to be like a cold wallet replacement. So
why would people use it over Phantom or something like that, for example?
So one thing is, okay, Phantom is also like the next thing. Like I feel like many of those apps like do well because they also tap into like the Web3 ecosystem. You connect your wallet, and like this is like I think at least like as a not normie user, or like as a Web3 native user, and that's also demographic we go after first. like that's like, at least me, I use Phantom more as a Chrome extension than I use on mobile. I use never Phantom on mobile. And maybe there is people out there, and I think a lot of people maybe over the last 2 years got onboarded to Phantom like that. But like I personally never use it like this. So I think like also like the buy and sell experience is a bit like more chunky, and it's like also like that's the next thing. We will not have like the classical swap widget where like you have like token in, token out, and you swap, I don't know, whatever, you swap Tokabu for I don't know, a random other token. Like it will be either always USD in or USD out, and like technically it's USDC. So like I feel like we are going to be even less sophisticated than Phantom. And like also like Phantom feels a bit like you look at it and it's like kind of that's it. Like you look at the balance. Like I think you should have like the first default view you should have is like a list of tokens. Like it should feel like market cap into like first view. So like that's it actually triggers you to think about like taking some actions. Like I feel Phantom is more of like, okay, I have some Sol, I connect my wallet, or like I connect it to Fun or so, and like I interact in like the crypto ecosystem with it. But I don't think even like or you must be a very, very, very casual user that you actually end up doing swaps on Phantom. I think there's a lot of people doing that, but like for me personally, like that's not how I use Phantom, or like I don't think that's like not the like Phantom is not an app that you like spend a lot of time on, like on mobile especially. And I think Funny Money is definitely more of a place where you can actually spend time on, because okay, we're rolling out obviously features in phases, but eventually you don't just like buy, sell, okay, that's it. But like you have a list of tokens, you explore. You don't really explore anything on Phantom app. Like you look at it, that's it. And you don't like get random stuff to see. You don't see any random you would not never like from opening Phantom on your phone, you would never hear about Monero Chain. Just like you probably heard that like meme coin that just recently popped.
Yeah.
Like you would never like discover that like by like clicking through the Phantom UI. So like this is like seeing trending assets, seeing like we want to tap in the social graph thing, seeing what like and even getting notified like what traders trade, being maybe eventually able to copy trade them. There's also like things we haven't even built out yet. It's all on the making. But I think that's like the reason why you would use Funny Money over Phantom, or not just Phantom, even Rabbi Wallet or like MetaMask and so on, because it's like, okay, I get it. It's like I want to connect my Phantom to PumpFun. I want to connect Rabbi Wallet to Hyperliquid. It's like my step to do other things, but I'm not like like I basically like I feel with Phantom you have a very transactional relationship with the product. You use it and
So you're trying to like just make the most convenient mobile experience possible, and basically like have like you don't need to go outside of the app. Like you just use the app for everything and don't need to do anything else.
Yes. Yeah. At least like for this, what we want to provide as features, that's like all you should do like within the app. Like when we would go after like perps, like then it should feel like you would not need to use perps outside of your wallet, outside of your mobile app, for a convenient user. Like in Silico, a trader will never start trading perps on Funny Money. Maybe if he's like
hopefully not.
Maybe. Yeah, but like maybe like let's say he's partying with some friends, he Apple Pays into a position and like says, oh fuck it, slider 10x, okay. But like I don't think this is like where sophisticated financial decisions will be made, and that's also not like not everything has to be that, because I don't think Tokabu is, I don't think Monero Chan token is, but like it's fun and cool and people gamble and there's upside in there, and I rather see people like use Funny Money than like use fucking man, there's all those like random slot machine apps. Look at this shit. Man. Oh, here's the, how many people use those random slot machine mobile apps?
No, what is that? How does it work?
It's like it's loading. It's you will see. It's like you just play slot. It's like
okay, yeah, I see, yeah. No, that's
like
like mental illness.
Yeah, that's mental illness. But there's like a lot of mentally ill people, and maybe we just like rather convert them to crypto instead of like if they like already clicking around here and putting real money into that, they might as well
They might as well give it to us.
Yeah, they might as well give it to us, exactly. And maybe, just maybe, like actually they still hold an asset. Like they have still something to believe in, because you can buy Tokabo or you can put $5 in a slot machine. But like and like about the slot machine, you lost your money. Don't talk about it anymore. But like maybe you put in this $5 to Tokabo. Now it's $1. But like you say, hey, there's something to believe in. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's just something cool to like, if of all things, I would want to spend my time on like doing cool things that like, even if it fails, I at least don't regret wasting my time on it. And like, that's what I feel like I'm doing with Funny Money now.
That's a good way of thinking. That's what you should do. I think it's a good idea as well. That's potential.
Thank you. Yeah, maybe like I turn you into an evangelist once the app is live, and so you switch your affiliate Funny Money.
I don't know about that one.
All good. Yeah, man, we managed actually from because now I got into a talking flow, from like not knowing what to talk about to talk eventually for 1 hour and 10 minutes. Crazy.
I feel like we got a good conversation. We covered a wide array of topics.
That was good, man. It was good.
It was fun, yeah.
It was fun. Yeah, man. Like, if there's not anything else, should we call it a day? Or like, you have any other topics? Or like, is there anything in the chat? No, there's nothing in the chat. Yeah, man.
No, I'm spent. I exhausted my topics.
Me too, man.
There's not that much going on right now anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true. It's time to now maybe eat dinner and call it a day. But like, yeah, man, it's a good chat. And actually, Grail is doing the clips. So
is he? Nice.
Yeah,
nice. That's good.
Yeah, I think like he will catch good clips from this, and
yeah, I agree.
It was a good chat, and man.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for coming on, and looking forward to. Will you be at Breakpoint or any other conference this year soon?
DevCon next week.
DevCon. Oh no, I'm not going there.
Or not. I'm not going to the conference, but like I'll be there.
Yeah.
In the area.
But like I guess we will catch up anyway at some point.
Yeah.
But man, great chat, and thanks for coming on. And we'll now probably end the stream at some point. So it was good chatting, man.
Same.
So
thank you.
See you, man. See you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Let's end the stream. Yeah, that was it. Thank you, guys. Good stream. Good call. Also, a lot of good viewers. Nice. And it was me who came up with the Subway Surfers background.